This is Professor Simon's History Classroom, and Professor Simon is out again on the Greeks. So this week, Alexander the Great has returned to talk about this week's lectures, which will be on me, Alexander the Great, the greatest conqueror in history. So this week he will talk about the rise of Macedonia, how Macedonia, this little bitty small state, eventually went on to conquer the world, conquer Greece. It conquered all of the Persian Empire, including Egypt. It went and took over Mesopotamia, all the way to Iran and India. So he will go into that and then talk about the Hellenistic age, how that came next afterwards, when all of that culture began to synthesize throughout that region. So that is the main lecture for this week. Also, he will include a review for the second exam, which the second exam for this semester will be on ancient China, and of course the lectures on Greece, which I have been narrating for Professor Simon since he's been out. So where has he been? Well, he's been on a trip to Europe, so he'll be back later. So anyway, by the way, I had a dream last night, and you know what the dream was? I was president of the United States. The United States of Alexander. I can't believe it. And anyway, as president, I did several things to try and make it a great state. The first thing I did was I issued decrees. You know, that's what us rulers do. We issue decrees, and you have to follow my laws or you will die. So anyway, the first decree I made was I moved the capital. I didn't like Washington, D.C., so I moved it to Alexandria, Louisiana. Why would I do that? Why would I move it to that place? Well, it's close to Mardi Gras. They have Mardi Gras every year down there. And then I could get my king cake. So that was my first decree. My second decree I issued was I would get rid of all of the injury attorneys, all those billboards that we have in Louisiana, United States, and I would basically destroy all that. I would kill all the injury attorneys, sink them to bottom of sea. So that's my second one. And then my third decree would be no more wars. You ask, why would Alexander, the greatest conqueror in history, want to have no more wars? Well, if you're going to fight a war, you need to conquer. Remember that third decree. Finally, what would I do if I would have lived to be in my 50s? You know, I died at the age of 32. What would I conquer next? Would I conquer the Ukraine? Would I conquer Russia? That would be a nightmare. Forget it. So anyway, this week I will be talking about me, Alexander the Great, the greatest conqueror in history. And don't forget about looking at the review for the week, of course. By the way, the Alexander lecture will be, of course, part of a second exam bonus quiz. He'll be giving out, Professor Simon, so make sure you watch that lecture. Don't forget, he has discussions, lots of discussions, of course, in Canvas. If you want bonus points for the semester, don't forget about that too as well. So anyway, that's it for this preview, of course, for this week on the Greeks, the history of the Greeks. Thank God my father Zeus was the greatest person in the world. He made me what I am.